right, we're going to kick off and we're going to get going with these team lists.
Yep, so I'll start off the team list representing Victorian Roller Derby All-Stars today. We've got 039 Jigglytuff, we've got 05 Possum Riot, 08 Pulp Friction, 10 Biceptual, 119 Madden, 20 Larage, 21 Vanessa Shredgroves, 23 Gin Jukes, 242 Snapper, 2627 Hells Yeah, 29 Booger, 35 Beef, 4 Slamazon, 4000 Pavey Wavy, 55 Bussy the Vampire Slayer, 6 Modern Warfare, 66 Barry, 75 Great Dane, 83 Curly Burly, and 9 Lethal.
What a roster. And representing the Brisbane City Rollers today. I'm going to wait. VRDL have got such a great call. All right, number 14, Thunderpuss. 221, Bad Wolf. 222, Happy Little Vegemite. 24, Riley. 313, Kimbo Kazi. 32, Scare Bear. 463, Happy Catavar.
How was your day, Sadie?
Oh, rough, mate. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. All right, we've got Pavey and Jambi jamming. Pavey out for a quick lead. Jambi being bullied on the outside by that defense and has come out as well. Quick call off by Pavey.
Jonesy, as you know, well, so Jonesy and myself, I was Westside Glory Skaters.
Yes.
Shout out to Westside.
Shout out to Westside, always and forever.
And I recently have moved up to join the fabulous BCR.
But we promise there's no bias in this commentary.
No bias in this commentary. I'm not wearing a red jumpsuit.
No, I can't see any red on you at all.
I'm wearing lightning bolt earrings. And the jam is on. Here we go.
Got Shreds jamming for VRDL. Quick lead. And Lethal bringing back the red jammer all the way back. Such a crushing moment.
Shreds coming out hot, coming up against those walls. We've got some fierce O coming through. And that blue wall at the back. Looks like a really good time.
Yeah,
all right,
looks definitely like a time out there. Some blistering offense from Jigglytuff to try to get Shreds out of that front pack.
And we've got an out of play there. Everyone's moving up. The speed of that Victorian pack that they're able to just accelerate up at is just out of this world.
Yes.
It reminds me of the days when you had to do, 27 in 5? 27 laps in 5 minutes to pass your minimum skills.
27 in 5. Yeah, that endurance. Yeah. That was a time.
It was a good time.
Yeah, a lot of bad memories there.
I love that. When I returned to Derby after a 6-year break, I was shattered it was gone.
I'm not, to be honest. I did it once and that was enough for me. All right, we've got Gin and Jukes on the line for VRDL.
Up against Chaotic K.
Lots of...
We've got K pushing up there at the back. And Gin and Jukes out the front with leads.
Got some nice O happening to try to get BCR's jammer out of that pack.
And we have a penalty for BCR as well, so they're battling it out there with 3 skaters on the track. I'm so astounded by how BCR managed to just get it. They're all very little.
Yes, absolutely.
Very little wall.
These two are probably the 2 best teams in Australia facing off together right now, so it's a very cool game to watch.
And our first time on the mic, we thought that we'd start off small.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just do the 2 best teams in our entire country.
Yep, absolutely.
Work our way up from there.
Yeah. All right.
So we've got some absolutely ace defense going on here. There has been a panty pass.
With Gin and Jukes pulling off, we've got 2 extra points on the board there for Victoria. So we're looking at 45 for VRDL. Brisbane, they're going to get some points on the ball.
Not yet, but
But they're going to.
They're going to. It's a new jam. Every 2 minutes you get to try again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Always a new jam. All right, we've got Pavey versus Jambi on the line. Looking very determined.
I'm loving Jambi's glitter.
Yes, yes. We do love some glitter.
Right, and Pavey
Right,
scooting
up.
around that outside for lead.
So Jambi nearly went out, but not quite. One arm down.
And we've got Scare Bear coming in with some fierce offense there. Jambi putting up a battle out the front. And we've got Pavey coming in hot with
Big
a massive hit out from Happy Little Vegemite, 222. I love them, although maybe I'm biased because their daughter is called Sadie. I remember the first time that we met was at East Coast Clash, and it was on the line with Westside late last year. They came up to me on the line and just went, "My daughter's called Sadie, I love you." And then 5 seconds went, whistle blew, I just got absolutely cleaned up.
And you were shown that love in a very aggressive way. We all were that game. That was, I think it was a 2-pointer that game.
It was a 2-pointer.
It was very close.
And I believe that we did award badge with MVP that game with the Kath and Kim DVD.
Yes, that's right.
Alrighty.
All right, bit of a scrum on the line here, but we have a BCR lead in out now, looking for points.
All right. Riley pushing up at the back. Calling off the jam. We've got a point on the board for BCR.
BCR has opened their account with 1 point, but hey, that's 1 point they didn't have before. It's a good day.
Got a point. That was awesome. Now, VRDL. I mean, I started skating when I was 16.
Yes,
I reckon I've just watched every game of theirs from when I was 16.
Absolutely.
Just get onto YouTube, watch every single one. So I've been an admirer for a very, very long time.
Oh, yeah. They were the OG international travellers of Australian roller derby.
Alrighty.
All right, and we've got
Scare Bear out the front,
Duke out
doing
the
some
front.
one-on-one blocking. Bridging out there, we've got Kay out the back.
We've got some offense coming back to help out their jammer from Brisbane.
And Jin coming through. Kay doing an awesome job pushing at the back.
Awesome, very nice spinny stuff on the top. We love a bit of a spinny Jin.
As a blocker at BCR, I can tell you it's very hard trying to stop these blockers.
Oh, yes.
And we've got a penalty being called here for VRDL. Oh, and we have got a power jam here for BCR.
Power jam.
I believe being called on a cut penalty.
All right. Let's see if BCR can capitalise on this. They've got more blockers on track. It looks like they're trying some passive offense at the moment.
Got some O happening there at the front. Again, even with 2 skaters, I would not want to be up against that.
No, absolutely not.
Wait, did I already mention that I don't want to be up against those walls? I'm worried I haven't. I think I might say it a few more times just to remind you all.
Yeah, just a couple more times.
A couple more times. Imagine if I actually wanted to be up against those walls.
I would have to have a really serious chat with you about, I'd just ask you if you're okay. Just sit down and just really get into it.
No, don't jam anymore. All right, and we've got Jin up there at the back. And we have got a Victorian blocker heading to the bin. Unsure what the penalty was. As we said, we don't know the rules, do we?
We really don't. But from what I can tell...
What? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Wait, you mean it's not slanted? Why is it on a...
Everyone's really hot.
Everyone's really hot. That's why we play this sport, right?
It's really distracting.
It's really distracting.
That's what I do most of the time.
What do you mean? You love jamming? Oh, and
Dual members as well as full members, and just everyone can come along and experience this level of derby, which is really fun.
liking that you know that, Goss. Maybe we can just, I got 3 blockers back onto the...
Because that's what you want as a jammer. You want the defensive blockers to move.
After
He's
most-
out.
Riley is out.
Collecting
back.
some points for BCR.
with Pavey calling off the jam. So at the end of last year, I tuned in and watched VRDL's games when they were over in America. And I love that anytime there was any kind of like hit or at the end of any jam, Pavey would turn it into like the worm or just do a dance move.
Yes.
And always comes around with a massive smile on their face.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing about Derby that you can say is how seriously we take this sport.
Oh yeah, it's really serious.
Yeah, it's real serious. But we also love the worm.
Oh, we love the worm.
Who doesn't?
And we have got Jin out the front there with lead jammer.
All right, it's still a bit of a scrum up just past the apex.
How are we going with that clock? We have got 11 minutes of this period to go.
Yep. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. You know what? As long as everyone's having fun, right?
As long as everyone's having fun.
Everyone's having fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I'm having so much fun. I'm in my commentator jacket. We're having a good time.
I mean, I've got a beer, so I'm fine. Although, I mean, now that I am a Queenslander, I don't mind me a 4X gold.
I can't believe you've said that. I can't believe you've come back here and
No, it's
admitted that you drink 4X.
It's not bad. I'm actually looking for a sponsorship.
We are strictly a craft beer society down here in Melbourne.
I'm strictly a VB kind of gal. All right, roller derby, beer, either or.
Yeah.
All right, back to it. We have got a blue blocker in the bin.
All right, some more points for Jin as they make their way through the really tough BCR blockers. They're really hard to move.
We've got Kay there just taking a minute.
All right, so at the end of that jam, 116 for VRDL, 1-0 for BCR.
So let's talk about 4X gold. Also, I'd like to take this moment to talk about bin chickens. We've got bin chickens in Queensland.
Please tell me all about bin chickens. I need to hear.
Oh, they're pretty funny.
Yeah?
I actually saw one crossing across a zebra crossing the other day, and all the cars stopped. It's like, why is no one around that I know
That's it.
that
All
can
right.
verify this story? All right, Derby.
So it's a pretty popular lineup so far this game. Pavey versus Jambi. Pavey has gotten lead. Jambi is fighting through the back of the pack, trying to get past Jigglytuff, Lethal and Bisexual. No small task.
And we
And-
have got Jambi out of the pack, with Pavey coming in hot around that outside.
All right, calling it off before the other jammer can get some points. That is a classic derby move. I believe it's called points and call.
It's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
It's so cheeky, but you gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I love it when our jammers do it.
we're now Jambi. Yeah.
When the opposition jammers do it, it's a rat bag move, you know?
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, come on. We worked hard. We deserve some points.
Imagine if blockers could get points. I'd like to know what that would look like.
All right, we have Velocity Raptor and Shreds on as jammers for BCR and VRDL. We've got
Right, and we've got Shreds coming out the front with Velocity Raptor. Some very jukey jamming. And that BCR wall setting up at the back.
Shreds is out the front, trying to get past that. Very good defense.
And we have got a cut being called on Velocity Raptor, giving us a power jam for VRDL. And the pack's moving backwards.
It's always fun when the pack decides to skate in a different way. How wacky.
Oh,
Some serious speed going on with that jammer there, Shredgraves. Shredgrave definitely has a lot of speed about them.
did they play when we were at
Yes.
Trapo?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
that was so fun.
We were just like, we don't know what to do here. Go on through. Off you go.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Alrighty.
All right, so it looks like we've got Gin and Dukes taking advantage of a power jam start. However, it is a review,
Review or a timeout?
an official review.
Is it official?
It's an official review. Do you know why? because the NSL at the top is eating a burger
Ah.
and then pointing to who it's from. OR, timeout. So, they are using their official, like BCR using their official track review as a timeout. We've been told that by 3 people now.
Have you got a rule book there that we can read?
Does anyone have a handbook about rules somewhere? I don't know. Looks like a really good strategy to me.
Thanks for the laughter. We appreciate the support.
So if anyone's asking, official timeout is what officials call when they need to review something. If a team wants to review something, they can also review using an official timeout. No, an official review. And that's if they want to have a chat about a penalty that's been given.
If anyone is watching roller derby for the first time, do not be taking anything from what we are saying. Other than that, you know what? It's a good time.
It's the vibe, I think, more than anything else.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I'm not sitting an exam. I'm not sitting my 50-point rules test. I had to get minimum skills.
I have a secret. I never did that.
I did that, and I did not do
How'd
well.
you go? And
All
a
right,
power jam start.
We've got Gin and Jukes out for a quick lead with the help of VRDL offense off the line. It's hard to avoid that power start offense.
And we have the VRDL blockers splitting up the BCR blockers to make it easier for Gin when they're coming through the pack.
All right, so VRDL is prepping. And we've got some very fast-paced movement out there on the track. It's very spread out, the pack. Got to feel a bit sorry for those refs.
And Gin battling up the front there. And we believe that we have a penalty being called on Victoria. Some offense coming through from VRDL there on that BCR wall.
All right, Velocity Raptor is out the front. Getting away from Slamazon at the last minute, which again, no easy task.
We've got 6 minutes left on the clock. With the jam being called off.
Jam has been called off, yes.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I'm here to help.
Oh.
It also doesn't help that I can't actually hear a word you're saying.
You can't hear what I'm saying.
Not really. I'm just trying to lip read.
Yeah. That's all right. 3 hours sleep will do that to you.
All right, we have Riley and Pavey on the line. 3-1-0 done.
Oh, with Riley being run back there.
Pavey out for lead.
And we've had the switcheroo. We had 2 blue blockers. 2 blue blockers. That's
blue
a fun one
blockers?
to say.
That is
In the
fun.
bin. And now we have 2 red. I can see that there are 2 colours. I should have bought my glasses. That would have been good.
Yeah, glasses are great if your eyes don't work. And that is a hot take. And I'm not afraid to be confrontational sometimes. So the jam has been called off. The points at the end of that jam was 142 for VRDL, 1-0 for BCR. And can I say, the factory today is buzzing. There are people everywhere.
Buzzing. There are
I know,
people
there's a crowd.
everywhere.
Everyone's watching. There's a huge amount of people, which is fun.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully a few people playing at home.
Oh, hopefully. I can't see any comments, so I'm just
See if we
wishing.
can get our hot little hands on those at half time, maybe. Or if you know us, send us a message. Send us a DM. Let us
Yeah.
know if we're doing a good job. Or you know what? Even let us know if we're doing a bad job.
Yeah, let us know. We need some kind
Actually,
of
no,
feedback
don't.
here.
This is a safe space.
Yeah, we're accepting that. All right, so just by the way, BCR got lead there with Jambi, who is now coming through and collecting some points. The VRDL jammer Shreds is working on that defense at the top. It's a really tough little tripod to try to crack open. So we've got some really nice spinny movement from Jambi, which is the technical term, by the way, spinny movement.
Whoop. And we have got Jambi as lead jammer coming out hot. Looking hot.
Yeah, always. Emotionally, spiritually. All right, Shred's got some quick points around the outside, but Jambi is coming in. She is in control of the jam, and Jambi can decide when to call it off whenever Jambi wants.
Oh, and some beautiful footwork coming in there and sidestepping that tripod.
Jambi's coming around again, and Shreds is out the top.
A penalty being called on Jigglytuff. With Jambi. No, you go. You,
no,
please.
Please.
No, you
race
can. You're older than me.
It's a foot race at the moment.
It is. And it will appear as though we're going to keep on running this jam. Both of those walls looking incredibly painful. We have
a power jam for BCR, and Jambi has called off the jam in hopes of freezing the VRDL jammer in the box.
In hope. It's been done.
The hope has been fulfilled.
The hope has been fulfilled.
And that's what happens when you really gun for something, you know?
Oh, yeah.
If you have your eye on the prize and you pray.
I'm excited to see where you're going with this.
So am I. I have no endpoint in sight. However, I think the main thing is Jambi did good.
Yeah. And we've got Velocity Raptor coming in hot off the line. BCR holding one at the back. Oop. We're going to have a switcheroo here.
Yeah, the old jammer swap.
The old jammer swap. It took me a while to actually get my head around this. I feel like I need somebody to explain it to me every time.
Yeah, every single time it does for me as well.
What do you mean you can leave the box early?
Like,
good for you. That's so good.
All right, so Shredgrove is back out on the track through the BCR defensive wall.
We've got a bit of blocker on blocker action, splitting that pack up.
All right, so pack's going backwards a little bit now in preparation for some re-entering skaters. And we've got Shredgraves at the back being held by a very tenacious BCR pod. And Velociraptor getting out the top.
We are going to be looking at a 2-minute jam here with the old bin. Oh, no, I made that up.
You made that up. Why would you lie to our audience? Sadie?
I don't know, man.
We all had a lot of trust in you.
Oh, don't trust me with anything.
And you've lied.
You know I would never lie to you. I didn't mean it.
All right. I can't stay mad at you and your lightning earrings. It just doesn't work.
Even though I'm not coming home to you.
All right, we have Riley and Gin and Jukes on the line. Some very big hits so far. And we've got Gin out for lead for VRDL with Riley pushing up the top. That is a brutal tripod to be against. Got Gin pushing on the BCR blockers.
Oh, got a nice little friendly pat there at the back.
Oh yeah, gotta love to see it.
We had a little rage.
There's a lot of movement in this.
There's a lot of movement.
This group of rollerbladers.
Something that I've noticed since I've stopped, I'm not skating with you at the moment.
Yeah, that's
significantly less little finger bruises.
Yeah, but how do you know you've been really thoroughly blocked with unless there's
It's
scars?
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because I did actually make you bleed in training once.
Oh, you did. I've actually still got a scar. Yes, Massacre
All
Jones gave me a scar.
That's halftime, folks. We have a VRDL score of 169 and we have a BCR score of 2-7.
Say flog cakes and sausages and raffle tickets. Come on, people, come and buy.
We have cakes. We have sausages. We've got raffle tickets.
Raffle tickets?
Yeah.
What are the prizes?
Get around it.
Great
Great
prizes.
great things. Oop.
There is a dance troupe. All right, Beat Dance. Beat Dance School began in 2006. The purpose was to open a school where people could access good, safe dance practices, where the opportunity was available for all types of people who could join in. The passion and inspiration dance delivers. At Beat Dance, we share the enthusiasm and strive to fulfill and satisfy your every dance need. Get on it. That sounds amazing.
I used to do gymnastics. This is the worst moment when you're waiting for your song to come on and just like, you're like, come on, come on, come on.
What Cam actually said, but what I feel it was you will have fun and you will
That sounds right for Cam, yeah.
that kind of
Not the right song.
I'm not sure. Ah, it's from over there. I see you. No talking.
Let's hear it for them again. Woo!
In 2010, we took soft foam helmets from every brand, including S1, into the testing lab and discovered that every single one of them failed current helmet safety standards. This is a soft foam helmet. It has a hard plastic outer shell and soft foam inserts. The problem with soft foam helmets is that impact energy travels directly through these helmets and rattles the brain. Soft foam helmets do not pass high impact or multiple impact certification tests. After learning this information, we set out to make a better, safer helmet. What we created was the S1 Lifer helmet with fusion foam. We make fusion foam by blending low, medium, and high density beads together to make our impact reducing inner foam mold. The inner foam mold is what does all the impact dispersion in the S1 Lifer helmet. We batch test every production run of helmets to ensure the quality and consistency of every S1 Lifer helmet made. Get a Lifer, be a Lifer.
This is the totally redesigned Lifer visor helmet from S1. Featuring our patented fusion foam, this helmet has the impact protection you've come to expect from an S1 helmet and is both multiple impact and high impact certified. Our new custom visor is made with a high impact polycarbonate lens, which is optically correct and features our patented cover catcher, which allows for multiple covers to be worn with easy on-off. The outside lens has an anti-scratch coating, while the inside has an anti-fog coating. The outer shell is equipped with in-mold mounting hardware so that the visor can be removed and replaced if needed. The S1 Lifer Visor Helmet, where innovation and function.
S1 Helmets has raised the bar for helmet quality and safety. We batch test every production run of S1 Lifer helmets to ensure the consistency and reliability of quality we have set for an S1 Lifer helmet. The S1 Lifer helmet is tested to make sure that the fusion foam is soft enough to diffuse energy to the head in multiple low force impacts and dense enough to distribute energy away from the head in high impacts. Every S1 Lifer helmet is certified under the CPSC and ASTM safety standards for single and multiple impact hits, which makes them up to 5 times safer than traditional soft foam helmets. S1 Helmets is dedicated to making high quality, safer helmets that look and fit great and that you know will perform when you need them to. We are not required to batch test every run of S1 Lifer helmets made, but we do so for our peace of mind and yours. Quality counts. Get a lifer, be a lifer.
Okay.
Oh, it's on.
It's on. Quite literally. We are about to jump into our second half of roller derby. I have had a change of staff.
Hello, I'm Deadly Red. I have murdered Sadie. We have Jambi and Pavey lining up on the S1 Jammer line, and it's a big fight out of the gate with Pavey as our lead jammer.
Good job.
Oh my God.
Yep. And now we've got Jambi coming through to try to get past that intense blocking squad from VRDL. If there's one thing VRDL is known for, Red, it is their blocking squad.
Absolutely.
But Jambi has made it through and gunning for points.
Pavey
The
calls it
whistle.
off before Jambi has a chance to get round, which is soul crushing.
It's absolutely crushing, unless it happens with your jammer.
Oh yeah, it's your jammer. It's great.
As in, talk less?
Okay, I'll talk quieter.
We would talk quieter and less. All right, we have Riley. So we have Riley and Shreds on the jammer line. I'm going to cover this
Absolutely
microphone
can do
with
that.
lipstick.
Wearing lipstick, so.
Thanks, Niall. All right, so
We've
have
got Riley held behind Shreds and Larage.
Shreds was a teammate of yours, wasn't?
Oh,
wasn't
absolutely.
she?
Yeah, I'm from CCR. We've got Shreds and Slam, ex-CCR members here. Now for VRDL.
Yeah.
I can't
True.
say words today. I don't know why I murdered Sadie. That was a bad choice.
That was an interesting choice, considering you've had a few drinks of juiced today?
I have. I've had a few gin and jukes today, who coincidentally is lining up on the S1 jammer line next for VRDL.
Hey, Red, can you tell me a little bit about S1?
S1 make the fabulous helmets that most roller derby players I know wear. I
have
certainly have one.
Same.
They also kit everyone out with elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards, all of those too. But
So
look,
I would
protect that noggin most of
got to
all.
protect the noggins and all the hinge joints of the body.
We've also got Chaotic K on the jammer line for BCR.
And we've got Gin and Jukes for VRDL, who has made it out for lead jammer and is now coming to collect some of them points.
Got some big O by Slammers on. Unfortunately, with a penalty, off to the bin.
Yeah, it seemed
But-
it was a crime, but
Yeah.
it was a crime of passion, but a crime no less.
And it helped Gin and Jukes get through. So sometimes as offense, we do have to make some sacrifices for the
You
ones
know
we
what?
love.
Every now and then, I'm going to tell you a secret, Red. Every now and then, it feels a bit worth it.
It does, it does. As long as that penalty doesn't get you kicked out of the game, look, you've got 7, so you can
got
do
it.
a couple of sneaky ones.
You got a few, and as long as they're not too egregious,
Exactly.
it's a little bit of a 30-second rest between friends.
Yes.
All right, we've got a very stretched out pack here.
Beautiful bridging by BCR there, holding on to Gin as long as they can.
All right, it's been called off by Gin and Jukes. We have an updated score of 189 for VRDL and 2-7 for BCR.
It was an 8-point jam for Gin and Jukes there.
While I have your attention, folks, we have a ring that has been lost. It's got the I love you on the inside. So if this is your ring, please come and say hello to us and we can give it back to you.
We have Pavey and Velocity Raptor lining up. VRDL taking that, front and back line simultaneously.
I didn't realize that
BCR
was
in the
possible.
middle.
All right, Velocity Raptor with a very nice spin along the outside has made it out the top of the pack. However, Pavey is lead.
And unfortunately, a cut track called on Velocity Raptor. I thought they had managed to legally re-enter there, but someone did a sneaky on them, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. Blockers are real sneaky with that.
They really are. Unfortunately, it's not just the person who hits you out that you have to watch. You have to keep an eye on everyone else.
All the others, and that feels really unfair. 'Cause how many eyes do you have? I only have 2.
I only have 2, and
Yeah.
usually they're watching the ground.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So we have Shredgrove taking advantage of this power start. Shredgrove is a very fast jammer, so let's see what she can do with it.
Full blocking lineups on the track. Very crunchy pack to start. VRDL manning up one-on-one. And it's made a big difference, getting shreds straight out.
So there's lots of movement going on. It's both offense and defense at the same time, which is, it's a fun place to be in mentally.
Yeah. VRDL skaters splitting up the BCR pack into 2 and 2, not letting them reform.
2 and
Brutal
2
stuff.
is such an effective strategy, though, because if you've got 2 comfortable people that can hold a jammer, then you've got 2 people that can help your jammer get out.
Absolutely. And look, these VRDL blockers can really all hold someone by themselves for a given period of time. So if you've got a buddy,
Absolutely.
you can do a lot of damage.
Those 2 other buddies that don't necessarily have to hang out with you.
We have Biceptual heading to the bin for VRDL.
Absolute classic of the sport,
big
Biceptual.
hit on Shredgrave. Unfortunately for BCR, that was an illegal hit. So to the bin, 3 blockers apiece on the track. Velocity Raptor has made their initial pass.
All right, Shredgrave is not far behind, however, and we'll see if they want to call it off or if they want to keep it going.
Shred's currently on 16 points, and that pack speed is speeding up. I reckon both these packs trying to minimize that time. Their blockers have to be in the bin for them.
That was a very fast pack at the end there. And do you know the USAR's rule set? Because we are currently playing with the WFTDA rule set for roller derby, but there's a different type of roller derby out there called USAR's where you're not allowed to stop. And you have to just continually skate the whole time. And I personally, as a blocker, could not think of anything worse.
No, I play offensive blocker, and my absolute most favourite thing to do as a blocker is stand perfectly still and let everyone else move around me. So that sounds vile.
We have a lead jam for for Jambi, who pushed out the defensive blocker from VRDL.
So BCR lead with Jambi. Looks like she's picked up a couple of points already. A big hit to the outside by Lethal and a run back of Jambi by those VRDL blockers. Gin and Jukes managing to get out. And unfortunately, Jambi has gone to the bin, so that's going to be a 2-minute jam.
That is a sad sentence for everyone involved.
Yeah.
2 minutes. However,
Unlucky.
2 minutes of fun. Let's look at it that way.
Absolutely.
So we've got Gin and Jukes coming in for some points, and we've got a very, very busy offensive blocking pod.
Yeah, look, we've got another BCR blocker in the bin as well. So VRDL are just working so hard to not let that wall reform.
Yeah.
One of our BCR skaters has been hit out, taking their time to re-enter the track just because they could see VRDL were just making a mess of their walls.
Absolute
so conserving
chaos.
that energy.
Absolutely. This is
for
one
this next
thing.
pass.
One thing you hate to see as a jammer is a really locked down tripod. So if you can just get in there and mix it all up, jammers
gold dust.
love that.
Unfortunately, another penalty for Jambi. Really tough stuff when you hit that track so hard. You just want to smash it out, get back in the game, but it can happen with a bit much intensity sometimes.
It's hard.
And
it's a hard sport that we play.
It's really, really hard. We've got Gin on Jukes for 24 points now, a massive jam, and a clean sweep there for another 4. So 28 points, a really big jam for Gin.
Lots of manipulation on track of positions and bit of a tumble at the end, but everyone's smiling, which is what we like to see.
Yeah, chaotic jam there at the end. A lot of biff. But it just means everyone's super passionate. And picked up another 2 there for Gin. So 30 points to 2 with a power start for VRDL with Pavey on the S1 jammer line.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not a power start. Jamie managed to escape that bin before the whistle.
So we've got Riley. Oh, and we have a review. Team timeout for BCR. I think that's a good time to have a team timeout, Red.
Yeah, look, the energy looked like it got up a little bit high in that last jam. So it's nice to just take that time with your team, tell them that you love them.
Yep.
Get that breathing switched on.
You have to breathe. Like, I've heard it said so many times. Like, breathing helps.
Oh, it does. It's amazing that we need it to live, hey?
I know. I try to do it without breathing every now and then.
Yeah.
Pass out every time.
Like, I find often you spend half a jam and you're like, oh, I have been holding my breath. So
it feels so good to actually use my lungs.
I know, right? Who would have thought they'd be helpful, hey?
It has been said. Hot tip.
Breathe. Hot tip for all up-and-coming roller derby players out there, breathe.
Which I'm assuming after this commentary will be every single one of these people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, look, I think we do have a lot of roller derby players in the crowd already. I don't think there's many people we have to convince.
I'm seeing so many. However, it's always good to get a few stragglers out in the crowd.
Absolutely. I'm definitely following the direction of getting lipstick all over this microphone right now.
I hope you are. That was actually what we were supposed to do.
I think I said almost, but...
Well... Don't do anything by half, you know?
No,
You're going to do it properly.
Close that gap. No gaps. Don't leave any gaps between yourself and those jammers.
There must be contact at all times.
Microphones are the same. Fast start for both of our jammers there. Riley was on a real run, but VRDL just managed to close it down, and Pavey has come out with the lead.
All right,
so we've got Slammers on in the bin, and 3-on-3 for
Riley
our
up
blockers.
against a very unenviable tripod back there of Jiggly, Tough, Lethal, and I think it's Larage.
Might be bisexual.
Boy, I would
there,
not like... Oh, bisexual. My deepest apologies.
I mean, neither of those is a good option.
No, I mean...
And a big pass from Pavey, knocking down BCR skaters on the way through.
Such speed.
And a beautiful little hop.
Lovely jump there. And calling it off.
Just clearing that bin of her blockers, and yeah, we've got full contingents on track. Both teams.
That's right. We've got an empty box. No team currently is serving for any crimes, so we are a full contingent on track, which is very exciting to see. We have Shreds and Jambi. This is a bit of a different jammer lineup.
Yeah, we haven't seen this matchup very much.
No, so interested to see how it goes.
I
Lots
love
of movement.
watching both of these jammers, so this is going to be
Oh, yeah.
exciting. Oh, and a really crunchy start.
Yes, and just seeing Jambi launch themselves into the pack there, almost vertically.
And Shreds has managed to find a bit of room up that inside line, getting a lead. Really slow moving pack speed.
That's right. And it's going to be a 2-minute power jam. Well, a power jam.
Power jam
That
for
will go for 2 minutes.
Yeah, for Jambi. So Vanessa Shredgrave has gone to the bin with 2 VRDL blockers also in the bin.
Yeah.
So I reckon Jambi can probably do some damage here.
However, the blockers that are on track
Oh.
are Biceptual and Mods, so no
And-
easy task.
Yeah, and look, Jambi has just got an unfortunate cut track on Biceptual there. Really sneaky, so
Bit of a swippy swap and
breaking.
back on we go. So now it's a power jam, but for VRDL instead.
Yeah. And Shreds is out, nice and quick again.
Yep.
We
All
will speak
right.
up a little bit louder.
Sorry. If there's one thing people know about me, it's that I speak softly and that I am quiet.
That's so true. I've heard that about you many times.
Yeah. Oh, have you? It's
Both
just-
jammers back on track now.
so we've got a
racking up
very
those points.
energetic Jambi trying to bust their way through that tripod at the back.
I honestly don't know how either Jambi or Shreds can come out with that much energy. They've
I
both been
know.
working so hard this game.
And Jambi is out, and the jam is over, as indicated by those whistles by our amazing referees.
That jam was 15 points to Shreds, 8 points to Jambi, taking our total score to 266 for VRDL and 37 for BCR.
My goodness, that was a trip. That was a wild ride. Felt like that jam went for a while.
It sure did. We've got Chaotic K lining up for BCR on the S1 jammer line, but VRDL has called a timeout, so we're going to take a little breather for a second.
Such a good idea. As we said before, breathing is essential. And talking to our teammates about how we're going is also essential, because there's one thing that also is the best thing in the world for a roller derby team is connection with your teammates.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And look, in a game as hard as this, the intensity gets up so quickly.
Oh my
so
God.
Those timeouts really become super crucial to get that energy back down,
Yep.
check in with our buddies and our buds, and
Both our buddies and our buds.
yeah.
Two separate
And our
groups
butts.
of people, and our butts, actually. And just in case anyone isn't aware, the two blockers that face the jammer are usually referred to as butts,
The
inside
butts.
butt and outside butt. So as funny as the word butt is, we're actually using it in context for
I
this
just-
particular moment.
I don't know, I just meant butts in that
yeah.
case.
Okay.
So it looks like Chaotic K is going to be versing Pavey on the S1 jammer line.
And we've got one blocker in the bin for VRDL, so it is a 4-3 pack. Let's see what they can do with that.
BCR taking that back line with VRDL crowding them on the outside.
Oh, it's a rough. It's
Lorraine
Pavey's having to really dig deep and push that top tripod. She's lead.
and Chaotic K held up by Lethal and Lorage at the back, but makes it out to massive applause.
That is no easy task. Chaotic K did it
Massive smile on her face.
and called off by Pavey.
Yeah.
That's the thing about roller derby. You can nail it every now and then, and it's such a good feeling when you do. Like when you manage to get through that pack or hold that specific jammer, there's no feeling like it. I don't care what other sports people say.
Absolutely.
They've all got it wrong. Because we have a specific jammer at our league who is trippy, so insanely good. Every time I manage to block her, it's great.
Gin
All
and
right.
Duke's out quickly on that outside line with Velocity Raptor really making that VRDL wall move at the front of the pack.
Really big movements there. Jin coming in for some points at the back with some help from Jigglytuff offense.
A cute little spin from Gin and Dukes. Gets those 4 points, calls it off with a VRDL blocker in the bin.
Just in time, Velociraptor was on their way to get some of those juicy little points at the back of the pack. But not today, said VRDL.
No, a really safe call off from Gin and Dukes there. Get the time, take the breath.
Reassess.
And we've got Shreds and
Riley from
back on the
BCR.
line.
All right. So VRDL is down one blocker again. Let's see if
Riley
Riley can
following-
make use of that.
Yeah, following Shreds through there, got caught up on that VRD wall on the way through. Shreds really held up at the front there. I can't see who that BCR blocker is. Beautiful bridging by the BCR pack here, though.
That's Scare Bear, none other than.
That is a really long hold by these two BCR blockers at the front.
What great blocking.
Who is it?
Oh, and finally
Yes.
out. Scare Bear is a monster blocker, as we all know,
Yeah.
and Shreds really had to work for that.
Absolutely. Monster block from Scare Bear there.
All right, here we are. We have all met together again on the other side of the track in a nice big group.
Yeah, we've actually made it further around the track than most of these jams so far. We're almost at turn 4.
That's true.
And a really crunchy BCR wall. Shreds is stuck behind in that turn. Riley has done a lot of pushing this jam. They've pushed
Yeah.
pretty much from turn 2 to turn 4, which is such a big effort.
My legs are burning just thinking about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
My God.
Seeing some heavy offense from, is it Barry in there?
Yeah, looks like Barry.
But look, once that momentum is lost from a jammer against a 4-wall, like even with offense, it's just so hard to get it back.
It is. When you get to that really grinding pace,
Yeah.
everything slows down and everything's hard to move.
Oh, a quick little just run up that inside line from Shreds. Really good at taking those opportunities.
Yeah, that was really
Riley is still looking so strong after basically pushing this whole track.
2 minutes.
So much movement and energy still in Riley there. Big run through. Oh,
Well done. Hats off.
that one's a heartbreaking one. Just absolutely broke that pack just when the call-off happened.
It's a testament to they pretty much made it all the way back to the S1
Yeah.
jammer line, which is like an entire track's worth of pushing.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be
It's
me.
I mean, as a jammer, to be constantly making that much ground is just such a huge effort.
That's such a big effort. Yep. Very well done. All right, here we go again with another jam. Jambi on the jammer line for BCR versus Pavey for VRDL. Pavey's out with a quick lead.
Jambi caught up behind Slamazon. Oh, I can't see anyone else. There is a lot of chaos on this track.
Lots of chaos. But Jambi is out, coming to select some points, but denied by Pavey's very timely call-off.
Yeah. I'm sorry we're not shouting out these blockers enough. These packs are just so tight and crunchy on each other. It's impossible to see any numbers.
And then movement. There's so much movement and reforming
Yeah.
and recycling. And I'm
It's-
actually just a little bit watching because it's such a good game to be watching.
Oh, it's hot.
It's really hard to use
Yeah.
my voice and words. It is another review. Yes, it's another review. I think that's an official review. An official timeout.
No,
We've
just a
been told.
timeout.
Yeah, that's okay. No one's
I was
reviewing
going to say,
anything.
it doesn't look like anyone's reviewing in the middle, but
Yeah, no, ignore me. I was testing you all. You all passed. Well done.
you think we know these things by now, hey?
That's the thing. I don't pay attention to anything when I'm on the track.
No. It's like teaching someone to drive like this. It's like, how do you actually break down
Yeah, you
the
just do it.
movements? Yeah. It's just like, just do the thing.
All right, we've got Gin and Dukes out for a quick lead to VRDL with Chaotic K pushing on that front tripod.
Chaotic K is just such a strong jammer.
Absolutely.
Having blocked her myself, she's just got so much force.
Yeah, super powerful. All right, we've got
Very light on her feet, though, for such a tall jammer.
Yeah. Got some amazing blocking being done by Happy Little Vegemite out the front, really making Ginger Jukes work for that point.
And we can see, it looks like Biceptual there, just really trying to keep that BCR wall separated.
Yeah.
We've got one VRDL blocker in the bin.
Got some nice little offense happening for Chaotic K by Riff Raff at the back. Offense is such a thankless task, though, isn't it, Red? Like, it's either going to work or it's not.
Yeah.
And most of the time it doesn't. And it's
Look.
not anyone's fault.
It's a call off by Gin and Jukes for an 8-point jam. The score is 291 to VRDL. Sorry, 294. That's an 11-point jam, just been updated to 37 for BCR. 10 minutes left in this half.
So 10 minutes doesn't sound like a lot of time. However, it is an eternity. Anything can happen in 10 minutes.
Absolutely. We've got a few great jams left.
Yeah. So we've got Velocity Raptor and Pavey on the S1 jammer line.
Pavey just busting through the center of the pack there. Velocity Raptor, so much movement.
So quick on the feet.
Yeah. That VRDL wall, I think, just don't move, which makes Velocity Raptor's style, like, it's so hard. Like,
yeah,
you know, as a blocker, you just want to go with them. So having that mental stability to just not jump at it is...
Exactly. It's so hard not to twitch.
Yeah.
I've had to, as a blocker, I've had to learn not to twitch.
A big hit from Lethal, but that looks like a direction. So Velocity Raptor just with 2 VRDL blockers on the track right now.
Those blockers are Biceptual and Modern Warfare, so let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
And
although Slamazon just returning from the bin. And Pavey is around for their 3rd pass with 12 points.
Lots of movement. Velociraptor is forcing that defense to move backwards and forwards over the track, what you want to see. You don't want to get Biceptual or Mods or Slamazon to be locked down in any way. No. That's a bad time. We've got some nice blocking from BCR.
Yeah,
Pavey's
look, they have slowed that momentum from Pavey there. Big hit from Lethal with the offense coming through.
Velocity is out and is seeking some points.
Ooh, big hit on 613 Axel rolls there. They look all right.
Yeah, it's always a bit like this is a concrete floor at the factory where we're at. So falls tend to double when you fall on concrete.
Hard falls here.
Yeah. You never thought that falling on concrete would be that different from falling on wooden floors.
Oh my God, it's so much worse.
It does actually feels like it slaps you.
Yeah. That was a 20-point jam from Pavey there. 317 to 37. And we've got a timeout from BCR. Just take that time to breathe.
I would need that time to breathe also. There was a couple of very long jams that we've just been through, and that is tiring with a very capital T and potentially bold letters.
Yeah. Look, I think those leads are just getting quicker and quicker, and for the jammers not getting lead, it looks like they're about to, and then they just get caught up, and that time is,
it's brutal every time.
It's really hard.
Yep.
So...
Anyway.
I've forgotten where that was going.
I will call this out again in case anyone missed it. There is a ring that has been lost in the getting ready area. It's got this cutest little I love you in the middle, and a little pictogram of 2 hands holding pinky fingers, which is adorable. So if this is your very adorable ring, come get it.
We have Riley and Shreds lining up on the S1 jammer line.
I love the jammer faces that they make. Like when they're on the S1 jammer line, ready to go. It's always so intense.
Totally.
Yeah.
Shreds really in that runner stance. Riley ready to follow Shreds through.
Here we go.
Doing their own thing.
Oh,
Beautiful O by Slamazon on that BCR pack at the front there. Gets Shreds lead. And then a quick snapback by Slam to their the VRDL wall.
got
Holding Riley at the back of the pack of turn 1 there.
some really nice footwork by Riley, though. Definitely not standing still.
No.
Making the tripod have to rotate around, change blockers, change up how they're doing it. Making them think.
And looks like we've got Shreds held up at the front of the pack there by the BCR wall. I think this is their first scoring pass.
Got
Pushing
some-
that wall out, and a huge offensive sweep by Slam, but Shreds is not confident that she's clean, so she's recycled back.
So much better to be sure when you're a jammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you give 30 seconds of scoring potential to the other team.
Absolutely.
But Shreds is out. Shreds is lead.
Yeah, and that momentum shift was enough. So sometimes recycle's not the worst thing if you can get that speed back up again.
That's exactly right. Because as a blocker, you're like, oh, I'll just recycle them all day. But jammers are usually faster than you.
Yeah. This is the thing. And look, these jammers especially, they
Yeah.
just don't lose their energy.
They don't. It's weird.
So really dangerous to recycle these jammers because they will beat you back on track every time.
They will. And your pride will go off track
Yeah.
like the jammer did.
We have Jambi and Pavey having a little cuddle on that S1 jammer line.
Love it.
Really scrummy pack again. Jambi pushing
Fast
out that
moving.
front. This is going to be a
Oh,
tight
there's a
lead.
twist. Oh, look at this.
Looks
Look
like
at this.
Jambi has been assessed lead. Yes.
Awesome jammer on jammer action.
Pavey fighting for that wall.
Oh!
Big apex jump, but has not
Huge
made
jump.
it.
Huge jump by Pavey.
Jambi is keeping the jam running.
I should clarify that huge jump by Pavey was excellent, but it was also excellently blocked by Wolf from BCR.
Looks like we've got Lethal in the bin, so Jambi is just facing 3 blockers at the front. Has decided to run the jam, get those points, fair enough.
Pavey is held up at the back by that very impressive blocking from BCR.
Yeah, I haven't seen Pavey stand this still this long this game.
That's
so
true. That's
a
very
huge blocking effort by this BCR wall.
All right, so we've got 2 jammers in 2 very tight defensive formations right now. Very grindy.
A massive hold on Pavey for a really long time from that BCR wall. A blocker apiece in the bin right now. Oh, 2 blockers from BDRDO in that bin.
So Jambi is out for some extra points.
Wonderful. Looks like 4 points apiece so far this jam.
Weirdly enough, in Derby Derby, we call that 0-0, even though there's points.
Yeah. Oh, looks
Nice
like
big
a
hit.
cheeky forearms by BCR blocker there on Pavey.
All right, we've got Jambi and Pavey both out seeking points. Just a reminder, Jambi is lead but is running the jam.
Looks like it's going to go for the full 2 minutes. Only 4 seconds left, though. A quick 4 points for Jambi.
4 points and
Beautiful
cold.
timed. Nice job.
All right, and we're going to start the next jam.
12.
Both teams have 1 blocker down.
12 points aside for that jam. That was a big jam for BCR. Look, worth it to run it and neutralise Pavey on that jam. So we've got a total score of 3-3-4 to VRDL and 49 to BCR.
And let me tell you, neutralising Pavey is no easy task.
No.
That was a very, very fast human.
Very
All right,
exciting jam.
we've got Jin and Dukes versus Chaotic K. Jin out for a quick lead.
Another huge piece of O by Slamazon on the outside line there for Jin and Dukes. Clean sweep on that initial pass.
All right, let's see what the BCR blocking squad can do to stem that flow from Jin.
Both jammers held up in that turn 1, turn 2 apex space.
I've got Chaotic K pushing up against that top, almost needing to bridge out.
Neither blocking wall is allowing the jammers to make use of those apexes. It's super impressive.
And Chaotic
And a
K is
big-
out.
Chaotic K, big push out the front.
Jam called off by Jin and Dukes before any points could change hands, but that was a valiant effort by Chaotic K. That was a very long push.
And Jin held on 2 points by that BCR blocking contingent there, which is pretty massive. A huge jam there by both sides.
Really well done by the blockers from BCR, holding Jin to 2 points.
And we
Right.
have our favorite mashup, Shreds and Riley, once again.
Some very nice offense on the line for VRDL.
I just love how quick both of these jammers are out of the gate.
They are. There's no room. And we have a lead with Riley for BCR.
lead. There was a big stack there by Shreds and Bad Wolf, the BCR blocker.
Yep.
Both took their time to check in on each other, make sure they're okay.
That's why we love this sport.
Yeah.
Because even though we're 2 different teams, we're all still playing, just all playing the sport we love.
Shreds took that panty off for a little bit, looked like maybe a pass, but used it as a fake out to break through that initial pass.
It's a really good strategy, that, because that way the blockers have to concentrate on 2 people instead of just one.
I don't think we've seen any star passes yet this game, have we, Jonesy?
Oh, we saw one in the first half, but we
Oh.
were probably talking about someone else.
Yeah, probably. Well, I was busy plotting the murder of Sadie, so
Yeah,
I
you
might
you
not
had
have
other
noticed.
things on your mind.
Yeah,
All right, we've got a very defensive jam here.
yeah. We have Riley at the back of the pack as our lead jammer. Shreds has just pushed that BCR wall out the front for 8 points total so far on this jam. I reckon Riley's picked up their 4 so far, but we won't know until they've cleared the pack.
That's it. The refs are keeping that a secret, as they should.
Being recycled by Barry, brutal place to be.
Yep. All
Just
right.
this brutal 2-all at the back of Barry and Lethal, bridged out all the way at the back by VRDL.
So despite lead being called in this jam, it has actually gone almost for the full 2 minutes.
Yeah, look, I think when BCR are getting lead, they're just going to run it for that full 2 minutes, get those points opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, any point is a point.
Yeah. That's what BCR have been looking for here, just trying to get as many points on that board as possible.
Oh,
Huge jam there.
Big
That was
day.
really tough from everyone. It's also, as much as the blockers like holding that jammer in the bad place, it's really tiring as a blocker to do that for a full jam as well. So.
2 minutes straight.
Oh.
All right. So
Oh, and that looks like our last jam,
that was the
Jonesy.
last jam.
Oh.
I didn't realize. I was having too much fun.
Currently, we have unofficial score of 348 to 53. Just having our officials converse and
Having
dot
a
all the
chat.
I's,
Yeah.
cross
They're-
T's, etc. to make that official.
Just reconnect. We got a thumbs up.
Oh, we got a thumbs up.
I don't know what that means.
That means it's official, I think.
Yep. Yeah, it's a final score, 348 to VRDL, 53 to BCR. So, if you are not finished with having fun with roller derby, people, there are tables booked at Welcome to Thornbury, which is a fantastic bar. I encourage you all to come. Thank you very much. I've been Jonesy.
I've been Deadly Red. Thank you for having us.
Yay! Go Derby! Yep, everyone stick around. Raffle will be called after hand high fives.